This video is about cloth movement performed by a Foley artist for a feature film that will be played back in the cinemas. My name is Bastian Gerner. I'm a senior Foley artist. I have worked on AAA games like Avatar and Assassin's Creed. I also worked on many movies throughout the last 15 years, and for the last 9 years mainly as a Foley artist. So before that I was a sound effects editor and then a re-recording mixer. This video I just record myself while I'm performing the sounds for a movie, and you can just follow along. I want to do a pass of maybe 10-20 minutes now of the film just doing the cloth movement. The idea behind that is that I don't have to move all the time and then getting my cloth back into place because I'm recording myself as well. So just to give you a little bit of introduction to what's going on, I'm using these jeans, these trousers, as the fundament for the sound, the resonance chamber, so to speak. And then I have a couple of shirts and also this t-shirt, and with those 4 pieces I design my basic sound. On top of that I have other cloth lying here in the corner, for example a jacket. I have leather here and other stuff that I can add to that. So the pass that I'm doing is all the body movement of people, just moving with clothes. I also do skin touches if someone makes this, or through the hair, or people then often when they act, they have these kind of those things. So I'm doing these as well on separate tracks. This is the pass that I'm doing now, and after that I will do the same part of the movie and do all the footsteps. And then the next step would be all the spot effects, stuff that you see in the back, all the little things that are happening, people with cups, or in this movie it's a lot with keyboards and typing and mouse clicks and stuff like that. So this is then the third step that I will take. In this video you can just see what's going on with me handling the thing. I cannot show you the movie, but still it's interesting for you to get an idea of how I operate and how those sounds land on the recording. So the thing behind this is not only the microphone and the preamp. I have a lot of processing going on before it even goes into the Pro Tools. So it's just that one mic, and then I have a high cut and a low cut installed. There's a little bit of transient shaping here, and I also have an additional EQ and then compression on this. And this is not only the only thing that's going on. This is what you hear right now, but I will also install this here, the reverb. Maybe that's too much for now. And usually when I'm performing the cloth, you don't really hear that. Only when we make those impacts, then it gets audible. Therefore we can maybe increase it a bit more again. Open up the high cut a tiny bit. And then we're good to go. Let's do it. So I am at minute 19:33 and just gonna continue with movement here. Last thing I did footsteps for the first 19 minutes, and therefore I just renamed my clip back to movement. And now I will bring the tracks, the movement tracks, directly up in my session beneath the recording tracks, so that I can, place them correctly in the quickest way. Because in the end, Foley is all about efficiency. And otherwise you cannot finish projects in time, and you also cannot earn the money that you need to live, right? So there was a little noise coming from my stomach. So that's why I stopped. I also want to check real quick how this sounds now, because this is the first take that I'm recording today, and on my headphones it seems to be not loud enough. So maybe I changed something yesterday for the footsteps, and therefore I have to just listen to that quickly on the speakers. Yeah, I think it's good. I'm not playing it back with the dialogue now because of NDA. I just am confident enough that this is the right way to go. So therefore I'm continuing for you to also see the process of how I move and how this actually sounds. That was a whole scene, and then the next scene as well. And in the next scene there is a little bit hands movement. So the main character is kind of having their hands on the face, and so a little bit of things are going on. Also there's one little movement that they put their shirt, something, they have a shirt on, so they make some little movement. That is something I'm adding now in the second layer. For the cloth movement, I hear those little clicks, and these things are annoying to me, so therefore I'm rendering a little bit of decrackle, RX decrackle from Isotope over the cloth movement track. Now let's continue, and I increase the volume here to 2 dBs instead of increasing it on the headphones, because I know the setting in the headphones is correct. The only problem was that my speakers were too loud. So this is really important to always make sure that your speakers are on reference level and never change that. Okay? No. This is just a t-shirt with no real texture, so therefore this shirt is way too much. And maybe you have noticed I don't even look at the scene. I watched the movie once, but I don't have it completely inside out. So I'm just going with the flow. I don't practice, you know. This is something that comes with experience. That was too abrupt. So getting the time code in is also helping. So this is now 20 minute 22:07. Okay. Too strong in the beginning, and there was also like a clicking, clacking from my arm. I'm dealing with a lot of perspective here. Someone very far away, then someone is close to the camera, then this person is moving. So I'm incorporating all this perspective into my performance. And now I was focusing on the wrong thing, therefore I stopped. Okay, I was trying to hold myself back doing the hand in one take, because this is something I would do for a TV movie, but as this is a feature film, I have to separate that. And also there were a couple of clicks that I have to decrackle, especially in the end of the take. So halfway through we decrackle that. And then, yeah, we do the hand, and that's it. Okay. Putting it on the right track. Also realized the hand that I did before was still on the movement tracks. So this goes now as well to the right section. And then we already managed to record 5 minutes. So let's do 5 more and then this video is over, okay? Okay. And now the hand. Here. Now less reverb again. It's outside, outdoors. Should be fine. It was a complex movement. Maybe I do another one to make sure that this is 100% editable. So that one was more accurate, a bit more subtle, and there was a plane a little bit audible also. So therefore, let's listen to that. Yeah, signal to noise ratio is okay. Sync is very accurate. And now the other take. Also right on spot and way more punch. And therefore I'm going with the first take because this is outdoors and we have a little bit of ambiences, so the first take might fit better. And I can tell you that without even listening to the movie because I have that experience. If I'm not making a YouTube video, I would play it back with the original dialogue to make sure. But for now I'm good and I will control that or check that once this video is done. So let's do the next couple of minutes. Okay, that was a tricky one. The sitting down in the end, the impact that I made was the lady sitting down. Maybe it was already a bit too thick. I think the cloth was matching because very light cloth. The one woman has a very light cloth, so I really made it really like not too heavy. And the other person a little bit thicker shirt. So I tried to match that, 2 different styles of cloth already with that setup here. And yeah, the sitting down maybe is too thick. So let's have a quick listen. Yeah, I mean, there will be another sound from the chair as well, so make it more subtle now. Yeah, felt a bit more natural. Not so staccato as the first one, but the movement itself of the cloth, I found the first one was better. I'm just using the sitting down. Now next scene, again, two people just talking, which is kind of welcoming. No footsteps. My stomach was making a noise. That's it. 2 minutes 35. Okay, I'm at 30 minutes now. And there is a little bit of hand movement going on, but I will spare you that. And I want to thank you if you made it up until this point of the video. You are really dedicated and passionate, and you want to learn how things work in the industry. And hopefully you could learn a little bit about cloth movement here. If you want to deepen your knowledge even further throughout all the different disciplines of pro audio in terms of sound design in games and films, you can join the Pro Audio Academy by just DMing me the word industry on Instagram, or just leave a comment here on YouTube, and then you can schedule a free meeting with me so we can discuss and you can see if an application for you makes sense. So I'm looking forward to hearing back from you. And meanwhile, you can also watch another video. Thank you very much. Peace, the Foley teacher.